This video is about the pieces of a percentage problem. The text calls them base, rate, and part. And what this video is about is identifying from the problem which number goes with the base, the rate, and the part. We'll worry about how to get the actual answer later, but first you have to identify the pieces. So let's go to my prepared work here. Okay, identifying the base, the rate, and the part. Okay, so if we have 5% of 200 is 10, which is true, we have to identify what the various parts are. And I recommend to you that you actually write down the words rate, base, and part. Okay, now the rate is easy. The rate is easy. It's the percent, but written as a decimal. So we change the 5% in this statement to the decimal 0.05. And we say the rate is 0.05. Rate 0.05. Okay, now the base is the thing that you're taking the percent of. Whoops. It says 5% of 200. 5% of 200. So it's taking 5% of 200. So the base is 200. Base 200. Now, the other thing, the part is the other number. And I have part in quotations because the part can be bigger than the base. So it isn't actually a smaller thing, a part of the base, it can be bigger. Part is a terrible name. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But I can't think of anything better. So here the part is that other number. And I'd write down part 10. Okay, now let's go look at some other examples. Okay, a question might be 12 is what percent of 75? Well, we've got 75 and it's a percent of 75. So let's start with that. It's a percent of 75, so the base is 75. 12 is not a percent, so it must be the part. And the rate is what we don't know. And we'll call him X. And that way we know what it is we don't know. Okay, now let's go to the second one. Remember, I'm not solving these problems. I'm just identifying the parts on this video. Next video, we'll worry about that. Now, My daughter's health insurance paid 90% of the medical costs of her bike accident. The total medical costs were $150,000. How much did the insurance pay? Well, let's start with the easy one, 90%. That must be the rate. The rate is 90% rewritten as a decimal. The rate is 0.90. Now, it's 90% of the medical cost of her bike accident. So the total medical costs were 150. So it's 90% of this 150. That's what it's 90% of, the total medical costs. Okay, so the base is 150,000. It must be that the part is what we don't know. Okay, example 3. A sweater is 40% off. 40% off what? It was originally $65. How many dollars is it marked down? Well, okay, got a rate. That's easy. That's 0.40. But it's 40% off the original price. That's what 40% off means. So it's 40% of $65. That must be that the base is 65. And we want to know how many it's marked down. That must be the part. And calling him X makes it easy. Sometimes I write a question mark instead, but X is really easier because we'll be able to put that in the question. Last example. 20% of what amount is $82? Well, 20%, that's easy. Rate is 0.20. Of what amount? 20% of what amount? Okay, so it's the base we don't know. And the $82 must be the part. See you next video. Bye.